Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to crochet this sweater. It is so perfect for the fall and the transition between hot weather to cold weather because it's little mesh but still got these, these solid squares that make it a little bit warmer. You know what I'm saying. Let's jump right into the tutorial. First, here's the supplies that you will need. I am using this yarn by Lion brand. It's Heartland yarn. And it calls for a 6mm crochet hook, but I really like using this 5.5 for this, so I'm using 5.5mm crochet hook. You can use whatever your yarn calls for, and you can use whatever yarn you want, but this is the one that I've chosen for this project. And then my little yarn snippers. Let's jump in. So the first thing we're going to be making is the front and back panels, and I've already made one to show you what it's going to look like. And so you're going to make 2 of these to be the front and the back of the sweater. So I'll show you this now. So for your starting chain, you're going to want to chain in multiples of 3. Hi, Future Editing Vivi here. It's actually multiples of 6. So anytime I say multiples of 3, I mean multiples of 6. Sorry about that. So I'm going to chain 90. Technically you want kind of the distance from your shoulder to shoulder, but I'm making mine a little bit bigger because I like oversized sweaters, so really however big you want your sweater to be. You're going to start with a slip knot. So cross your yarn like this, pull it through, place that on your hook, and pull it nice and tight. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through that loop. And that's how you do a chain. So 1, 2, 3, So once you have finished your chain, remember mine is 90, yours is whatever multiple of 3 you want, you're going to chain 3 more, and this chain 3 is going to count as your first triple crochet, which I'll explain. So chain 1, 2, 3 more, and yarn over twice for a triple crochet, and you're going to skip the first 4 chains and work into the 5th chain from your hook. So skipping the first 4, you're going to do a triple crochet in the 5th. So insert your hook into the chain, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the last 2 hooks. And you're going to do that one more time into the next chain space. So yarn over twice for your triple crochet, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. So this counts as 3 double crochets. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over twice for your triple crochet. We're going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in this 4th one, do a triple crochet. So insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through the chain, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And you're going to do triple crochets in the next 2 chains as well, so that we have 3 triple crochets just like at the beginning. So yarn over twice, insert your hook into the chain again. Sorry, I lost my yarn. Do a triple crochet. Yarn over twice, insert into the next chain. And triple crochet. And now we're going to repeat this process pretty much all the way down the chain. I'll show you what we do with the last 3 stitches, which is going to be a little bit different. But yeah, you're going to chain 3, skip 3, do 3 triple crochets. So I'll show you one more time. Chain 3, yarn over twice for a triple crochet, skip 3 into the 4th stitch, do a triple crochet. Yarn over twice, crochet, yarn over twice, triple crochet, and keep doing this down your chain, and I'll meet you when we have about 3 left. So once you get to the end of that row and you have 3 chains left, instead of chaining 3, you're just going to chain 2, and you're going to do a triple crochet into the last chain, which can be hard to work into, so do your best. I always have a hard time working into the chain. Okay, and you're going to do your last triple crochet. And that's the first row. And now you're going to chain 3 and turn your work. And this chain 3 counts as our first triple crochet of the next row. So yarn over twice to do a triple crochet. We're going to skip the stitch from this last triple crochet and do a triple crochet into the first chain here. So into this chain, which is our second stitch of the row. Do a triple crochet. And then we're going to do a triple crochet into the next chain. And then chain 3. Yarn over twice for a triple crochet. And we're going to skip these 3 triple crochets. So skip 3 stitches, and we're going to work into the next chain. And we're going to do a triple crochet, and then do a triple crochet into the next chain, and then a triple crochet into the next chain. And you're going to repeat this for the rest of the row. Chain 3, skip these 3 stitches, do 3 triple crochets into the chains. Chain 3, skip these, and that's how you're going to get this little checkered pattern here. And I'll meet you at the end when we get to the last 3 stitches again to show you how we're going to work the end of this row. Once you get to the last 3 stitches of the row, you're going to end it the same way that we ended the last row. So chain 2 instead of 3, yarn over twice for a triple crochet, and we're going to triple crochet into the top of this chain 3. So right in there. And triple crochet. And you're just going to repeat that for the rest of this panel. Chain 3, first that chain 3 counts as triple crochet, so you skip this triple crochet, do triple crochets into the 2 chain spaces, chain 3, do 3 triple crochets in the chain spaces all the way down. For as many rows as you want the length of your top to be, from about your shoulders to wherever in your midriff you want it. I ended up doing 17 rows for mine, but you can do however many you want to make the size top you want to make. So keep crocheting, and I will meet you at the end of this panel. And when you get to the end of your final row, grab your yarn snippers or scissors, cut your yarn, and I like to do one last little chain that I pull all the way through to make it extra secure. And now, just repeat everything you just did for your second panel for the body of the top. So now for the sleeves, it's pretty much the same process, except with these panels, you are measuring here. With your sleeves, you want to measure your starting chain, the distance around your arm that you want. So however loose around your arm you want, that's gonna be how much you chain your starting chain, still in multiples of 3. So you're gonna make 2 more panels for the sleeves, just like these, except measuring that distance. And you're gonna continue them as long as you want your sleeve to be. I hope that makes sense, but same process as before, just a different length and width. And when you're done with that, I'll show you how to connect all of them. Once you have finished all of the panels, it's time to connect them. So here we have the front and the back panels, and this is where stitch markers would be nice. I personally am out of town right now, and so I've just collected a bunch of paper clips from around the house. So really anything that would work as a stitch marker would be really helpful for this part of the process, but as long as you count your stitches, you should be okay. So you're gonna line up your front and back panels like this and determine how big you want the hole for your head to be. And just count that number of stitches on either side, line them up, and place your stitch markers, and then we'll stitch them together, and I will show you that process once I've placed my stitch markers. Okay, so I chose to do 21 stitches on each side that I'm going to connect. So we'll connect over here, and this will be our hole for the head. And the way I like to stitch it together, you can use a yarn needle and actually sew it together. I prefer to do slip stitches. So you're gonna make a slip knot, place it on your hook, insert your hook into this top of this chain 3 that is the first stitch kind of your row, and just through that front loop, and then insert it into what is technically, I guess, the back loop on this side of the first stitch over here. So I hope you can see that clearly. It's the loops on this side over here and the loops on this side over here. So I hope that that's pretty clear. And then you're just going to yarn over and pull it through all the loops on your hook. And you're gonna do this all the way down till you get to where you've placed your stitch markers. For me, that's the 21st stitch, and I'm gonna work into the 21st stitch. So 21 slip stitches for me. For you, it's however many you want for the size sweater you're making. And once you get to the stitch that you marked, you can cut your yarn. And I like to pull one last chain all the way through to really secure that end. Pull that tight. And that side is good to go. So now you're gonna turn your work around and just do the exact same thing on this side to this stitch. And I'll meet you once we're done with that to attach the sleeves. Okay, so this is how we're going to connect the sleeve panels now. As you can see, I've lined them up. And so you find the center of your sleeve panel and connect it to where you connected these panels. So I put my stitch marker there, and then I count how many stitches I have on each side of that, and for me that was 36. So then I counted each of these triple crochets as 3 stitches and counted 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. So they're being connected 36 here and 36 here. And I'm gonna do the same process I did over here. I'm gonna slip stitch, connecting the front loops, and it's a little different connecting it to the triple crochets. You'll just kind of find wherever you can insert your hook and just do 3 stitches per triple crochet. But I hope that makes sense, and you'll just do that on both sides. And also make sure the side that you stitched these together is the side that is up. That way your stitches stay on the same side, and we'll flip it inside out and they'll look prettier. Okay, once you have connected all the panels, we're going to fold it in half like this so that it looks like a sweater now. And we're gonna do slip stitches up the side and the sleeve. So same thing you were doing before, just slip stitch, and just make sure you're keeping them in line. So just slip stitch up the sides and the side of the sleeve, and that's the last thing that we have left to do. So I like to start at the sleeve. Just make a slip knot, place it on your hook, tighten it. So here's the last stitch of the last row of this sleeve panel. So we're going to insert our hook there into this stitch, and then you're going to find the one correlating one on the other side of the panel and insert your hook into that stitch, and it's going to be the top of this chain 3. And we're just going to do a slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through all the loops, and we're going to keep doing that all the way down, just like before, only this time we're only connecting these triple crochets, so just kind of in the side of the stitch wherever you can, making sure to keep the triple crochets lined up so that your stitches don't get off. So I still treat them each as 3 and do 3 slip stitches into each triple crochet like before. So we just did 1. Here's our second one into this triple crochet, and here is our third one. And now we're just going to move on to the next triple crochet and do 3 slip stitches. That way you're making sure you're keeping them aligned well and not missing stitches. And you're just going to continue this all the way down and do the same thing on the other side. And that's it! Congratulations on making your new autumn sweater. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and feel free to like and subscribe for more content like this. I've got crochet vlogs, crochet tutorials, all of that. So I hope I see you next time. Bye!